Brooklyn Independent Television.
I love you like raw food. Be honest, when someone says raw food, what do you think? Boring, bland, somebody else chimes in, what about the protein? Well, it's a new way of thinking. With flavors from Peru to New Orleans, this raw food eatery has a menu to rival that of any cooked food establishment.
My name is Luis Salgado, and we're in Rockin in Brooklyn, Williamsburg, New York City. The way we started the restaurant was I figured that this neighborhood really needed a place like this. It's kind of like statistics, mathematics, I don't know, because there's so many bars around here and pizza places, and I mean, there's got to be at least one raw food place. And it's something that I really believed in. It's a lifestyle that I truly believe will be the future and would save the lives of many people.
Louis and I, it's our restaurant, we're partners, and we both studied holistic nutrition, and we started to counsel people, you know, from graduating, and we wanted to do something greater than just do one-on-one. And I, having a background working in the restaurant industry for 11 years, had always wanted to open a restaurant. And so we just kind of put the ideas together, and we were like, okay, let's do this, let's open a restaurant. And Louis really loved raw food, and so it just kind of tailspinned into Rockin.
Some people see it as more of a philosophical, some people see it as an ethical thing. But I think it really comes down to you feeling great, being better at what you do, and just causing the less amount of ecological impact on your environment. Some people think that, yeah, you got to drive less, use a train instead of a car, and drive an SUV, but it's really about, like Mahatma Gandhi says, the most powerful weapon is the fork. You feel great when you eat raw food. You become way more sensitive to, you see better, you smell things better. But it's just great food that tastes great, you know, it's just good quality food, everything is organic, and that's the bottom line. We're just serving great food here, that's it.
The first thing is people think that the food is really cold, or it's so healthy that it's not going to taste good. And, you know, that's not true. Like, the closer that you get to the original, like, point of the food, like chocolate, you would want to go with cacao. The misconception is that you need to take chocolate and break it down and add all this stuff and then take it apart and then do it again. And then you kind of lose the power of it, because chocolate in itself is a very high antioxidant. It's a superfood. It gives you the most powerful amounts of sustainable energy there is.
It is a talent, and it's an art to make this food. There's something about it, something very special about it. You know, it's not just mixing up ingredients. And there's definitely an art to this type of food, and the chefs that create these plates are out to be very sensitive and in tune with what's going on, with what we want to do. And in the end, it's just about texture and it tasting great.
Today we're going to make pasta Rockin, which is basically we're going to start off with these green zucchinis, which have already been peeled. And we're going to use the spiralizer, which is actually a staple in any real hardcore raw person's kitchen. And I will show you exactly what that does. Take that out. That produces this, our pasta. I'm going to throw that in my bowl here. And the Rockin sauce, which is produced with the ají peppers, which are a hot, very, 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 very hot pepper, deriving from Peru. We have some dehydrated mushrooms and red bell peppers as well that goes in this dish. And now I'm just gonna plate it. This is like the real deal right here. I'm gonna throw a little bit of paprika on there with some coloring. And that's the pasta Rockin.
I was extremely interested about raw foods and wanted to learn more about them, and what better way to learn more about them than to work in a kitchen where everything is at your disposal, you know. It's somewhat like a chemistry lab. You know, we make raw eggs, but no egg substance in there. It's fun. It's experimenting.
We use dehydrators here to heat up the food. And everything is at a certain temperature, so that you know, the nutrients are left intact. When Terry and I opened the restaurant, was the main things that are on the menu is we wanted to put in dishes that we've had when we were growing up. So I grew up in Lima, Peru, and Terry grew up in New Orleans. So what makes Rockin' Raw different from other restaurants, raw restaurants, is that we have like a Peruvian Cajun style here. There's a lot of like hot peppers, a lot of spices, you know, we have like tuna sandwiches, crab cakes, and it's all vegan obviously, but then we have like huancaína, which is a very popular Peruvian sauce. We have lucuma ice cream, lucuma smoothies, we have milkshakes, we have like pesto pasta made Peruvian style, taku taku, which is a famous Peruvian dish as well, mushroom ceviche, list goes on and on.
I'm really proud, like the more people, this is the food of the future, and the more people that get involved and take action and start growing their own food or eating food that they know exactly what it is, the better and stronger we'll be as a country, as a nation, as a people.
Brooklyn Independent Television on the BCAT TV network.